Assalamu alaikum, dear friends. I am Engineer Saifullah, and you are watching Civil Engineer at Site YouTube channel. So today is Friday, and as usual, we'll have a live session to answer some of your questions about the NEOM project, CV preparation, and job market in Saudi Arabia. So first of all, we'll start how to prepare a CV for engineering job in Saudi Arabia. The important thing here, we have two things. One is that you are fresh graduate. Second, you have experience but you are fresh in Saudi Arabia. Adil, wa alaikum salam. Alhamdulillah, Adil. So if you are a fresh graduate, then I will advise you to stay in your country and gain some experience, minimum 2 to 3 years. But if you have a experience 2 to 3 or 4 years and you are fresh in Saudi Arabia, so how to prepare a CV for that? This is an important question, because a lot of friends and engineers are here and they are jobless, they are not getting responses from the companies. So let me explain how to prepare a CV to get a response from the HR department. Okay, the most important, for example, if you have 5 years experience, so you have to put 3 years in your CV in as a KSA experience. Now you will think, if you are fresh in Saudi Arabia, so how you will put that experience in CV? No issue. You have to put fake experience of Saudi Arabia with small companies, and you have to prepare yourself for the interviews to justify that experience. Very simple thing. If you are not going to put back experience in your CV, that it's very hard to get the response from the HR and recruiters. This is one thing. Second thing, if you have a 3 years experience or 4 years, you have to mention 5 years in your CV, and you have to hide the graduation date from your CV. Now, if you are an engineer with a bachelor, for example, you're a civil engineer with a bachelor, so you have to prepare two CVs. One CV for a site engineer, second CV for a quality engineer. Now, I think it will be easy for you to prepare a CV for a site engineer, but it will be hard to prepare a CV for quality engineer, because maybe you don't know about the quality engineering. So I'll tell you here that I have prepared all the important videos to know about the quality engineering, and I have uploaded this on my YouTube channel, so you can visit the quality engineering playlist and you can watch there. There are some practical videos for the site inspections, quality documents, and its preparation. Everything is there. And also the video for the responsibilities of a quality engineer is there, so you can prepare your CV very easily. The same, I have uploaded reviews on the responsibilities of a site engineer, so you can take the responsibilities from that video and put in your CV, so it will be more helpful for you. Three things. After that, I will answer your questions, but let me complete about the CV. If you are an engineer with a bachelor, so prepare two CVs, one for quality, one for the civil. In case if you have a Primavera, you have a experience in KBS, you can prepare CVs on your base of your experience. But this is for the general people who don't have any kind of experience, just have a site experience, so they can prepare two CVs, site engineer and quality engineers. And minimum you have to put 3 years experience in Saudi Arabia, and you have to prepare yourself very well for the interview. So whenever you get the call from the recruiters and HR, so you will be ready for the interview. Now, how to prepare yourself for the interview? First, you have to study well your CV. Mostly they will ask the questions in your CV, responsibilities in your CV. They have to ask the question from their responsibilities, because they will select your CV on the basis of their responsibilities and experience. And another good news is that I have uploaded more than 12 videos on the uh, topic of interview question and answer. All are the practical question and answer, and mostly asked questions and interviews of civil engineer and quality engineers. So you can watch that videos to qualify for the position. Okay, so this was the a short detail about the CV preparation and fasting interview. Now let me answer your question. Okay, Chandyu. Walaikum salam. Alhamdulillah. What about you, Mr. Chandyu? फरहान रज़ा वालेकुम सलाम भाई आदिल भाईजान आपने ड्राइंग के बारे में आदिल भाई ऑलरेडी मैंने 4-5 वीडियोस अपलोड किए कि आप स्ट्रक्चरल ड्राइंग्स को किस तरह रीड करेंगे। तो आप उस प्लेलिस्ट में जाइए, ड्राइंग्स रीडिंग की प्लेलिस्ट में, और वहाँ से आप वो वीडियोस देखें। तो वहाँ से इंशाल्लाह आपकी कन्फ्यूजन भी क्लियर हो जाएंगे और वहाँ से आपको पता भी लग जाएगा कि ड्राइंग किस तरह रीड करनी है। Zain Ali, Walaikum Salam dear. Asad Mirza, Assalamu alaikum, Asad Prime dear. Walaikum Salam, Asad Mirza. Okay, so the second thing is, I will tell you here about how to apply for the job, when to send your CV, and what is the perfect time for the CV submission. The most important, there is a chain or links to get a job or submit the CV. The first thing is how to prepare the CV. I already explained it. So you have to follow these things to prepare your CV. And the second thing, sorry to tell you, I have uploaded a detailed video how to prepare a CV for Saudi Arabia. So you can watch that videos and you can follow the instruction and that videos to prepare your CV. Okay. Second thing, when you prepare your CV, after that it's time to submit it to an HR or a recruiter. So there are some important tips how to submit a CV. Guys, first you have to check the time when you get an advertisement for engineer job. So you have to check what is the time. In case you get an advertisement on 8 o'clock night time, so at that time you never send your CV to the person on email or on his personal contact. Never. This is a very big mistake. Always submit your CV in working days and working hours. Working days mean you can submit your CV without weekend. Working hours mean never submit your CV on a break time, and always submit your CV from 8 to 12 and 2 to 5 o'clock. Mostly and probably these are the working hours in Saudi Arabia. Now when you are submitting your CV, mostly it's through email. So when you are going to send the email, so first you have to read the advertisement carefully, very carefully, because mostly they mention in the advertisement that what you have to write in the email subject. If they didn't mention that what you have to write in the email subject, so you have to write the email subject as the position. Like if you are going to apply for the position of civil engineer or quality engineer, so you have to write just the position, quality engineer, KSA engineer, or civil site engineer on the email subject. After that, you have what you have to write in the email body. There no need to write in a long paragraph about your experience and blah 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 blah. No, just give a short intro of yourself. How many years of experience do you have? What is your qualification? If you did any extra certification in your field, just write a small intro with your qualification and experience, and put your CV there and your experience certificate if they are asking. Then send your CV an email. Now if I'm a recruiter, when I get an email without email subject, so I will delete it directly, because when I post an advertisement on a LinkedIn or any other website, so I know that a lot of people will send their CVs. So what I have to do, I will check the emails on the base of email subject. Okay, I post as position is for a quality engineer. So the people who write the quality engineer email subject, I have to open that email. After that, I will see if there is nothing in the email, so probably I will delete that email and will go for the another. But if I found that he writes some small intro, and in case I need a 5 year experience and he also has a 5 year experience, so it means that I have to open his CV. When I open his CV, and will check that if he has experience of Saudi Arabia. So after that, I will forward that CV to the technical department to review the CV, and after that, inshallah, you will get the call. So this is the proper way to submit your CV. Okay, let's go again for the question answer. Okay, Malik, what are the qualifications required for senior civil inspector? Must the applicant be a civil engineer? Dear, for civil inspector, minimum qualification is DAE, 3 years diploma with more than 12 year of experience. If your experience is more than 12 year, like 14 or 15 or 16 year, and you have minimum of a diploma, so you can go for a civil inspector. But if you have a bachelor, so with 8 year and 10 year experience, you can also go for senior civil inspector position. But you should be a civil engineer. It's not like that you have a computer science or a BBA, MBA, whatever, and you can, no. Minimum qualification is DAE, diploma of associate engineer. Take why I tell you mention BBA computer science, because one of subscribers is contacting that he has I think computer science, and he want to do some quality courses to become a civil KSA inspector. Okay, take it's a I'm searching for a better option. Can you suggest anything? Take, dear, first you have to tell me about your experience, about your qualifications. So after that I can say something. Muhammad Salman. Assalamu alaikum wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Qari. Main difference between witness point and hold point. This is a good question. I have uploaded a video on this topic. You can watch that video, and here I will also tell you about this. Witness point. For a witness point, you have to submit work inspection request, but without signing the work inspection request, by verbal permission you can start the next activity. But for a hold point, you have to submit work inspection request, and you need a signature and approval from the consultant on that WIR. So after that you can move ahead for another activity. Without the signature and under approval and WIR, you cannot go for another activity on the hold point. But on a witness point, on a verbal permission, you can go for the second activity, and you can take the signature under WIR later. Sir, KVQC is better or not? I'm myself a KVQC engineer, and it is a very better option, but you should be good technical, and you should have a site experience, because mostly it's a poor 30 to 35% side job and 60 to 65% office and documentation job. So you should be good in documentation plus technically at site. It means that you should know more than a site engineer to become a QQC engineer. Engineer Rizwan. I have 3 for 5 year experience, 1 year as a site engineer, KVQC as well, and recently working with the FWO since 2000 is planning and contract engineer. Should I come to KSA? Need your kind session. Dear Mr. Rizwan, kindly focus on one field, KVQC, site planning or contract. Because if you want to come to KSA with 3.5 year or 4 year experience, so you should put all your experience in one field. Like if you put these kind of things in your CV, no one will call you. One thing I will advise you to stay with FWO minimum to 4.5 years. After that you can come to Saudi Arabia. If you want to come to Saudi Arabia, so I have another suggestion for you to get an agreement visa or work visa from the agencies in Rawalpindi, Lahore, Peshawar, because a lot of companies are hiring from Pakistan. So it will be easy, you will get a job visa, but maybe the salary will be somehow down, but it's okay for you, and come to Saudi Arabia. But if you want to come to Saudi Arabia with Azad visa, so you should have a minimum 5 year experience to get a job easily. Muhammad Allah, hey brother, how are you dear? Abdul Samir, right now I am a site engineer. I want to come to planning engineer. What is your opinion, sir? Planning engineer is very good. It's a white collar job. It's an office job. If you have experience and skills and good skills in primary, so you can go to planning. But also in every field, it's a planning, it's a QA. The most important that you should have a 2 years or 1 year inside, because everything is coming from the side. So you can go to the planning engineers good, and salary as compared to site engineers, planning engineers are getting good salaries. Message retracted. Okay. Yes, Muhammad. Assalamu alaikum, dear brother. What is about the lifestyle and accommodation type in NEOM city? Dear Aves, accommodation and lifestyle, it depends on your company and your position. If you are working with a consultant, so your accommodation and lifestyle will be different from the company's contractor. If you are working with a good and big contractor, so also it will be different. Okay, Muhammad Allah, I have connected with you on Instagram. Alhamdulillah, I have clear interview of Moscow Group as a site engineer. Can you please tell me? Yes, Moscow is a very good company, and if you clear the interview, congratulations. Keep me remember in your prayers, and try to help other engineers what they asked you in the interview questions. So try to help your colleagues, your classmates, and other people, so it will be better for them and also for you. Awais Mohammed, please also discuss the salary for fresh electrical engineer. Dear, it's very hard to get a job as a fresher in Saudi Arabia. If in case by chance or by reference you get a job, so your salary will be from 2 to 3,000 riyals. Bro, why are you ignoring my message? Dear Tech, I didn't ignore your message. You asked me the questions, but you didn't provide the details. That's why I told you to give me the details. Also, I worked 3 years as site engineer in India, so total 5. If you have a 5 year experience, you can come to Saudi Arabia. And also, a lot of companies are hiring in India per Saudi Arabia. So also you can get a job visa there, but your salary maybe it will be down. Like if in case with 5 years, if you come on Azad visa, so you minimum you will get 7 to 8,000 riyal. But if you want to come to Saudi Arabia on company visas, so you will get minimum 4 to 5,000 riyal. But the good thing is that on a Azad visa, you will face some struggle, and maybe you will get job later at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months. Maybe you will stay jobless. So the good thing for you to get a company visa and come to Saudi Arabia. Muhammad Talha, thank you brother for you guys. You are welcome. Okay, you guys ask me questions. And the job market in, yeah, let say something about this. If you are an experienced engineer, like 5 years, 7, 8, 10 years, so it's easy to get job for experienced people, because everyone is coming to Saudi Arabia for a job. I will tell you one thing, maybe you will not believe, but a lot of people are contacting me from the Western countries, and they want to come to Saudi Arabia and want to work with NEOM. So just think that everyone want to come to Saudi Arabia and want to work in NEOM. So now the job market is becoming tough. Why? Because there are vacancies, there are jobs, there are new projects, but there are much more manpower with experience. So if you are a fresh engineer, if you have a less experience, true, you have to pass some struggle, but you will get the job. Quantum construction, please share question air and PDF. Dear, inshallah, I'm trying to create a link for a PDF, and I will put all that links in the interview questions and answer pin comment, inshallah, soon. I am in Saudi Arabia working as a KSA engineer since 2 years through contractor and KJO. 3 years I work in India. How can I get a better job? Dear, if you are already in Saudi Arabia, this is a good thing, and you work 3 years, so 2 years, so it's very easy for you to get a job. But the main things that, are you there in your own visa or company visa? One question. If you are on your own visa, just try to check all the good contractor who are working in NEOM. One thing. The second thing, apply there, and you will get the job, and also continue your job. Don't sit on jobless, because you will face the problems. But if you are on company visa, so it will be quietly hard to get a job or change your company, because whenever you are going to resign from the recent job, or you are going to not renew your contract, then the company will send you back to the India on the exit. Aramco Gulf operation के जो PUBG and concrete maintenance work. Okay. Also, on my previous company has a project in PUBG. So this is the thing, Mr. Tech. If you are on company visa, so it will be hard to change your company, because whenever you are going to resign or you are going to not renew your contract, then they will put exit on your visa and they will send you back to the India. But if you have your own visa, then it's very easy to change your job. Malik, I need a link, please. Link for what, dear? Can you tell me? If you need a link for what, please explain. Muhammad Shirkan, geologist is a yes. I have a friend. He is geologist and he is working as a KSA engineer in a company. But it's quietly hard to get job easily. Like you will get a job, huh? Especially in batching plants and third parties. Third parties mean laboratories. It's easy to get job as a QA/QC in laboratories. I'm on a company visa. If you are in company visa, so it will be hard. Then you have to go back. You have to come on Azad visa, and you have to find a job for you. For visa to KSA, dear, I have no special link for that. You are from Pakistan or India, Malik? Can you tell me? Zarar Khan, assalamu alaikum, dear. Wa alaikum salam. I want to get opportunity before making it so that I can. No, it's hard. It's not easy to get job. Then you will go on and they will give you a visa. It's not that much easy. Why? Because when you are going to submit your CV here in Saudi Arabia, so they need a person on a local transfer. They will not provide you a visa. When they are going to provide a visa, then they are hiring from abroad. Usman KSA inspector KSA में 2 साल का experience starting. If you have 2-year experience, it depends on your qualification. If you are DAE, so you will like you are not eligible to get a job on DAE with 2 years. But if you have a bachelor's and NEOM, minimum requirement is 3 to 5 years for graduates. But if you are like out of NEOM or any other projects, local projects, so many maximum salary will get 3,000, 3,500. It's Fawad Ahmed from Pakistan. Okay, Zarar. Engineer Rizwan. Our certification from courses pertaining to construction management, scheduling, estimation, and building, QMS. Yes, it's worth in KSA. QMS and quality. All these courses are worth in KSA, but it's not to just to get the certificate. You have to study it, because then it's worth it. If you just get a certificate, so it's not worth it. Always try to get a certification in your field, like person quality professional, quality management system certificate, leader certificate, American Society of Quality and Excellence certification, CQV, CQM, like that. It's very good. And construction management, construction safety, these things for a construction manager, and construction safety for safety professionals. Alhamdulillah, Zarar Khan, can you tell me the any certificate of engineering plan to ISO 901 to the good certificate for quality professionals? And the second is Lean Six Sigma, just Six Sigma. The third is CQE, Certified Quality Engineer from the American Society of Quality and Excellence. It's a very good certificate. Muhammad Shoaib, I'm working in third party in Saudi Arabia from season. Now, can I work as a civil quality inspector as I am geological? Yes, you can. But before quitting your job there, you have to find opportunity for yourself, because it's hard to get a job with geology and the construction field. Why? Because there are a lot of engineers with graduation, with DIE, and with the experience. So whenever if I'm a recruiter, I get 2 CVs. For example, one is geologist and one is a graduate civil engineer. So I prefer the graduated civil engineer. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. Like the video, share it with your friends, and if there anything remaining, so you can ask me the question in the comment box, and I will try to answer your question there. Thank you so much for your love, your time, and your support.